moment ago, something happened there to, it's like the host disconnected from the session, and that caused me to get booted out, and it faulted the stream. So we're going to try and get back in the race here. Sorry for the interruption in the coverage. We're now rejoining for our action here at Monaco. Luckily, I think if there's any time for this to happen, this is a good time. Not too much was going on the racetrack. But, yeah, sorry nonetheless for the interruption here. Second week in a row we've had this now. Actually, I didn't have it a week ago. I had it 2 weeks ago at Baku. What's up with the street circuits and disconnections, man? That isn't fair. Either way, loading back in here for the Monaco Grand Prix. Sorry again for the disconnection. Not too sure what is going on here. Once again, said that a host disconnected, and the next thing I knew, it kicked me from the session, so whatever. We are back, and we are now looking at Warden here in 7th place, coming through the swimming pool section. Up in 7th place, very good for him, seeing as he had to pit that second time due to possible damage, did he? Now he's all the way up in the points. Ooh, it was a big fishtail for Warden there, coming out of Rascas. Keeps it under control. Very spectacular driving. This is Formula Drift Warden. Either way, he is in 7th place. Very good stuff for him so far. B-Dunk in 6th place ahead of him. Andre Miri is in 4th, by me, not 5th. That's Mean Fern in 5th place. Andre is up in 4th. Once again, I said it in qualifying. Andre has been a very solid driver this season. Finally getting some recognition for it here tonight. Be running up in 4th place. This is an excellent running position for him. You see, he is not too far back of New Zealand Ryan, actually. He's only 3.7 seconds off of New Zealand Ryan. I'd be very proud of that effort if I were him, to be that close to debatably our best driver in this series. As we see, Chandler is still your leader. BRL Jared just at the fastest lap of the race in 1:11.1. So he's pushing for it. Once again, he has 4 lap fresher tires than the leader of Chandler, so we might see him come back to Chandler here and see that gap from first to second close down as the session continues. So he's only 12 point, oh, I say only, that's a lot. That's 12.7 seconds, like 13 seconds back. Oh, I just said 13 seconds off of Chandler Seda is he, and he's going to have to push for it real hard here if he's going to try and get closer. And I believe he also has a 3-second time penalty, does Jared, so he's got a lot of work to do if he's going to try and win the Monaco Grand Prix Crown Jewel event here tonight. We now see our viewers now reconnecting to the stream. We apologize for the disconnection. So that the host disconnected from the session. Next thing I know, I was looking at a fail screen, and it killed the stream. So we are back. Sorry for the interruption. Glad to see you back in the spectator area right now. Thank you for tuning in once again. So you now see we're back up to a good solid number right there. So once again, just in general, thank you for tuning out to the BRL Tier 1 Racing League. We really appreciate to have you guys commenting in the chat as we do see every race, and we appreciate to have you watching itself. So thank you once again for coming out here tonight. See Chandler Seda still your leader here. He actually pulled out a good couple tenths there on Jared coming through the first sector right there. It was a good first sector for Chandler, absolutely. Looks like Jared might be answering that a little bit here as he's bringing it down to 12.4 now as he approaches Maribel and comes out, approaching the Liz hairpin now. Again, Jared's got those fresher tires. Let me get that detail up on here. Tires. There we go. So, there you can see it now. 4 laps fresher for Jared than Chandler. So Chandler's going to have to hang on for 19 laps here. If he wants to win, I believe he can. A 12.2 second gap is going to be very tough to cut down on. See New Zealand Ryan back in 3rd, at 6.2 seconds off of his teammate right there. It's like possibly a glitch that we had a minute ago. It said that Andre was only 3 seconds off of Ryan. Looks like he's actually 20.6 seconds off of Ryan. Yes, he is 20.6 seconds off of Ryan. So, yeah, big gap now from the podium on back. So, oh, it looks like Warden and B-Dunk are scrapping. What the heck is going on in the Lowe's hairpin here tonight? That's the second attempted overtake, and it looks like there was contact there, possibly damage. As you see Mean Fern holding up the drivers behind him. Mean Fern possibly having some front wing damage, holding them up for sure. As we see Warden and B-Dunk were side by side with the Lowe's hairpin. I cannot believe we're seeing as many overtakes through that corner as we are. Warden very wide within the Novell chicane, very late on the brakes, possibly some damage to his front wing, causing a loss in downforce. Not too sure so far. Let's get on board with Warden to possibly see it. Yeah, he's missing his right front end plate. So it's probably the 3rd time he's picked up damage here tonight, I believe, for Warden. If I were him, oh, as he now tire taps it through Rascas, holds on to it. Let's hope he doesn't get a puncture here. There's very heavy contact between the right rear and the inside wall. Inside Umco barrier there through Rascas. Very sketchy there for Warden, but he held on. So, man, he's been Yeah, we saw him drifting a lap ago, and now he's just banging the walls through that same exact corner a lap later. So, Warden, man, he's going crazy tonight. Up at 6th place, we see B-Dunk directly behind Mean Fern. Not too sure what's going on with Mean Fern. Let's take a look. He possibly has some wing damage. I believe he does. He's going very slowly, and yes, he does have his right front end plate missing. So we're going to see B-Dunk possibly stick it up the inside of Mean Fern here very shortly, if possible. Let's ride on board with Warden here. We get a good shot of what's going on up ahead. See, they are coming through the tunnel now. This is a very famous tunnel, as mentioned prior. They're coming down now to the Novell chicane, and very close is B-Dunk to Mean Fern. Mean Fern is losing a lot of downforce due to that end plate being missing. B-Dunk is going to have to work very hard to get this done, though. Once again, very tough to overtake on this track, as we've said numerous times here tonight. See what he can do is, approach Rascast, and Warden himself is struggling big time through these high-speed corners due to the fact that he's missing his end plate as well, but he is holding on to as he actually slides a bit on entry there. A bit loose on entry for Warden. Interesting to see. Sirius now coming down the front straightaway. Now that missing that end plate may be bad from the corners, but less downforce means faster straightaway speeds. So maybe good for Warden here. He might be able to make a move on Mean Fern if B-Dunk gets around him here soon enough. See, is there a bit of a train forming actually? Yeah, as Alderfer is also being held up by this train here, starting from Mean Fern on back. See, they are all nose to tail here, coming through, approaching the Lowe's hairpin. See if anyone tries to make him. Oh, now there's. Yep, there it is. Contact again as Mean Fern hits the wall ahead of B-Dunk, stacking up B-Dunk into Warden as well as into Alderfer. And Sparky, I believe, was involved as well. A lot of contact with that Lila's hairpin here tonight. That's crazy that we're seeing so much of that. Just the guys with less downforce. Oh, it's down the inside. It looks B-Dunk there. Mean Fern says no and closes the door on him. So Mean Fern not taking any joking here from B-Dunk for sure. Because now it looks like there's contact there from B-Dunk on back to Mean Fern's rear end as they went through Tabak. Once again, he's going to be very slow through the corners as Mean Fern do that damage. We got Warden looking up the inside of B-Dunk here. Oh, it's actually, looks like Mean Fern got in the way of Warden there, choking up his momentum. Oh, and it's a huge crash for B-Dunk as he hits the wall very hard out of turn 19, the final corner. Oh, man, that's terrible for him. B-Dunk was one of your ones to watch here tonight. Now he has heavy damage to the front end. He's got a full front wing missing. We got a virtual safety car. A ton of debris on the racetrack out of turn 19. Gonna have to clean that up, and that spawns the virtual safety car. Man, that's very tough for B-Dunk. It looked like Warden, we got a chance to breathe here in the virtual safety car. Warden took a look up the inside, and Rascast of B-Dunk got held up from Mean Fern taking the racing line ahead. It caused him possibly to take evasive action. Either way, put him out of position going down the short run to turn 19. And Warden just I believe he understeered out into B-Dunk and just shoved him into the wall. Not too sure if that was his fault or not, but definitely could have been caused by that lack of downforce he had due to missing an end plate, did Warden. So, man, Warden's in 5th place. I guess he benefited from this, but not the ideal way. And he actually lost another end plate there, so he's got a very bare-looking front wing, does Warden. Another thing to mention is, you guys are probably screaming at me for not mentioning it just yet. I know it's raining. It is raining. So these guys are going to be pitting here for intermediates if it is heavy enough. We already see New Zealand Ryan on the intermediate compound tires. The 2 leaders in front of him didn't pit, so maybe not wet enough for the inters just yet, but New Zealand Ryan went for it nonetheless, and he doesn't have much to lose. He's got a huge gap in front, a huge gap on back. This actually might cause him to gain time on Jared here if it really is wet enough for those intermediate compound tires. So here he is. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be struggling to get the power down, is Ryan, so looks like no, we see a lot of guys pitting for intermediates here now. 10th on back to 12th place have all put on the intermediates. So yeah, the rain looks like it is getting heavier here. See, is that Chandler coming through the first? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it looks like Chandler stayed out another lap here. He didn't pit. Here he is now. He's still on his medium compound tires, the 16-lap old ones. Holding on to it here, still in the wet now. So let's see what he does. Let's see if he pits this time. We've got some other guys pitting now, so it might be a risk by the rest of them, but could be the right move indeed. So we'll see what Chandler does here quite shortly. See, it looks like we got a ghost car there of Haas. Is that Max? No, it looks like that's Mean Fern. Is Mean Fern Ghost? Yes, he is. Oh, it's Mean Fern pops the wall right in front of Hoopalicious. Yeah, Mean Fern is really causing these alphas to get held up here tonight. It looks like Hoopalicious possibly made some contact there with Mean Fern holding it up through Tabak, but doesn't look like he conceded any damage. So we now see Mean Fern pulling it into the pits, possibly to put on intermediate compound tires, but we've got some other guys still staying out here, including Hoopalicious on his softs. See Mex picking up a 3-second time penalty down there on the bottom. This has been a very, very interesting Monaco Grand Prix for sure. Didn't expect too much action. You never really do on a track that's so hard to pass on, but we have gotten quite a bit here tonight, so can't complain at all. See, here they are coming through the casino section. Taylor Clan directly behind Hoopalicious. Let's see if he can get a move shaped up on him here, approaching the Lowe's hairpin. Looks like he's missing a right end plate there. So a lot of right end plates missing here tonight, but another one there for Taylor Clan as we see Mean Fern now picking up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. A lot of those have happened here tonight. Not too crazy that I'm reading that off the bottom of the screen there. They are coming through the tunnel now. Looks like Taylor Clan lost a good bit of time there on Hoopalicious through those last series of corners. We'll take a look on someone else here. Looks like Chandler is still staying out on his medium compound tires. Not wet enough for the inters, I don't believe. But interestingly enough, Jared has stayed out too, and he's gained a good 4 seconds on Jared over the last few laps. So it's gone from 13 seconds down to 9. So good run from Jared here midway through the second stint. Let's see what he can do as the laps wind down here at Monaco. See Alderford Jr. getting around a couple. Nope, it's Warden in the pits. Warden is putting on intermediates here and getting a new nose on that car. I believe that's his 4th pit stop of this race, if I'm not mistaken. Get the detail on that to fact check me right here. That's a stop. Yeah, it looks like. Let's see if it changes to 4 when he gets out on track here. I believe that is his 4th pit stop. If not, it is his 3rd. Been a very wacky race for Warden here. Yeah, no, it's 3 stops for him. So 3 stops for Warden here. Very interesting race for him. I mean, he pitted on lap 1. He's pitted 2 more times, and he's still in 8th place. So right in the points there is Warden. So good stuff for him. So you actually see EG Sparky is dead last of the active runners at the moment. Unfortunate for him. I mean, once again, we were saying these McLarens need points, man. It's race 6, and they still have 0 points to put on the table here for... Oh, B-Dunk has left the session. What happened to B-Dunk? It's like he disconnected. I'm going to send him an invite here, I think. Not sure what happened to B-Dunk. Get him in here right now. It's unfortunate for him. I mean, he took a huge shot. I don't know if anyone who missed that, we have some new viewers now. He took a huge shot coming out of the final corner. Got dealt by Warden, who made a look on the inside. Tossed B-Dunk into the wall right on the left side of turn 19. Lost his entire front wing and a ton of positions to go with it. So B-Dunk, not the best situation here now to be disconnecting from the session. I was afraid that it might kick me out there because last time I saw Migrating Host, the stream stopped. So fortunate that happened. Oh, what was that in the back? Was that Mex? Yeah, it looks like Mex kind of slid into the Novell chicane. Got it under control there. Didn't wreck the car, so good stuff for him. Hoopalicious in the pit lane now, so it looks like he is going to be putting on the intermediate compound tires. The only one who is still on the dries is Chandler. Oh man, he might regret this because Jared put on the intermediates. He's going to be gaining a ton of time here because, as you can see, the rain is a lot heavier now, and it is heavy enough to make an impact on those soft compound tires, or slick compound tires, I should say. Chandler is still out there on his mediums, and he's just tiptoeing around this racetrack. Oh, very big slide there. Coming in on a Novell chicane for Chandler. He slides again, approaching Tabak. He's going to have to tiptoe it around here and get on those wet compound tires, or intermediates, mind me. Here he is now coming through the swimming pool chicane. Ooh, very tough on these slicks. Here he is now coming through the Rascast corner, and I know he's going to pit right here for sure. Sliding a bit on the pit entry there, but either way he gets in there clean enough. Not too fast to speed, so good stuff from Chandler to not speed there. Very tough to brake when you've got tri-tires on a wet track. Here he is now. He's going to put on those green-walled intermediates. Let's see where he comes out in respect to Jared. Jared's coming through the final couple corners right now. Chandler has an early pit stall in the pits, but it looks like it is not enough for Jared to get the overtake done. So Chandler had enough of a lead there to be able to pit that extra lap later than Jared did. So, man, I mean, it's very safe in lap for Jared, but I mean, very safe in lap for Chandler, but he got it done, and he is still your leader. So good stuff from Chandler for sure. We now see down the rest of the grid, not much happening. I mean, Sparky picked up a 3-second time penalty. Again, still down in 13th, still in the non-points paying positions is Sparky. Only thing that hasn't gone wrong for him so far today is a crash. Let's hope he doesn't wreck here. But yeah, we see Ham Newton in 12th. Once again, not a great race at all for him. He's been in about 4th. I believe his average finishing position so far this season is 4th or 5th place. Oh, as he actually loses the back end there coming into turn number 1. Makes contact with the left side wall, but not enough to damage the wing, I don't think. Yep, he still has his end plate there. And we now see a yellow flag at Sector 2. Did someone spin out? Let's get a look at that. Not too sure if anyone went around, but we got a flash of a yellow there. Looks like no one did go around. Good for them, but yellow flag nonetheless. But either way, focusing back on Ham Newton, once again, just not a good race for him tonight. He's gone from finishing in the points in each of the races that he's competed in to now being down to 12th. It's going to be 0 for him if he finishes in that running position right there. See if he can catch up to Mex and B-Dunk here. B-Dunk is still a ghost car, even though I sent him that invite. It looks like he hasn't taken control of his car just yet. So that's going to be a position here for Mex, who once again making his debut here tonight. If he can get around that B-Dunk ghost car, then he's going to be promoted up into the points-paying positions. As we see him pay. Mex picks up a penalty there as I say that, so unfortunate for him, as we see Ryan also picking up a penalty there in 3rd place. So not much, not really going to affect him though. He's 39 seconds ahead of 4th. He is, yeah, so not much at all going to be, no harm, no foul for that penalty at all for New Zealand Ryan. See Andre Murray once again running in 4th place. Very, very good race for Andre. He only has 8 points to his name so far this season, and he is very solidly up in the points-paying positions right now. It's 12 points for 4th place, so if he can hold on to this, he's going to more than double what he has. Get himself up to 20 points on the season, so good stuff from Andre here if he can hold on to it as the race continues. Only 10 to go now as Chandler crosses the line. We got 10 laps to go here at Monaco. Been a very interesting race for sure for those of you just tuning in. A lot of contact in the Lewis hairpin. Two occasions we saw a big contact for sure. And yeah, looks like we're just going to ride it out here, I think. No, too many drivers are very close to each other. Actually, Mex is, what is it? It was Mex on B-Dunk's ghost car, so not much to really look at for sure there. Ham Newton is closing in on these two guys up ahead, though. I guess that's something to look at as the race winds down here. He's going to finish 11th, that's for sure, because B-Dunk's ghost car won't count even if it does finish in 11th place. They don't let ghost car finishes count. But what is it? Ham Newton, he's going to have to really put his head down here to catch up to Mex and possibly get within that range of the penalties that he has to be able to finish in a points-paying position here tonight. So it's not over for him if he wants to get a point here, but very tough indeed. We see Mean Fern in 9th place, another solid race for him here tonight. He did hold up a train a good couple times there, I believe, and caused that first wreck in the Lowe's hairpin due to the understeer given from the missing end plate that he had, but looks like he is able to hold on to it right here in a points-paying position. So 2 points right now for him. So far, he only has 2 on the season, so if he finishes right where he is, he's going to double what he has and get up to 4 points now after 6 races. So let's hope he can hold on to that. Hoopalicious in 8th place. This is a race of what could have been, I would say, for Hoopalicious. He was running up in 3rd place to start the race. Kind of got screwed there in turn 1 by Jared. Bit of contact there, allowing Ryan to get past, and from then on out, looks like Hoop just hasn't had the best race. It looks like Warden's got a move done on Aldifer. What happened? No, Aldifer's coming in the pits, putting on another set of intermediates. Not too sure. Oh, he lost his front wing. Okay, that makes sense. So Aldifer loses his front wing here, and once again, Aldifer is another one of the drivers who has not scored a point yet this season. This is going to be nightmarish for him if these guys come out ahead of him. Let's ride on board with Mex coming out of the final corner. If Mex gets around Aldifer Jr. here, that's going to be a nightmare for him. Let's see, Aldifer comes out of the pits, and it looks like he is going to be able to hold on to 9th place is Aldifer. So, not ideal that he had to pit, but ideal that he's still going to be in the running order of points here. So, good stuff from Aldifer to get in the pits there very quickly. And good job from his team to get a good stop done. So, 9th place it is for Aldifer so far. We were just talking about Mean Fern. He's now up into 8th place. So, if you finish 8th, you get 4 points. So, he can actually triple the points tally that he has so far. So let's see if he can hold on to that as these laps wind down. Anyways, let's talk about Hoopalicious. He showed a promising pace in qualifying. Very promising indeed. Had an incident with the Renaults in turn 1 on lap 1 to start the race, and lost a bit of end plate he did on the right side of the track coming into turn 1, and that just kind of set his race off from then on out, and he's down in 7th place. Definitely what could have been. He should be up in about 3rd or 4th right now, I would say. 7th place, not too bad at all, though. Just got to have to hold on and ride it out here. He's got 40 points so far this season. He's got a good chance to add a solid amount onto it here tonight. Ooh, as he has a big fishtail coming out of the final corner, does Hoopalicious. So good to hold on to it, indeed. And see, not too much happening other than that. Chandler's still your leader here, 8.6 seconds ahead of Jared. Jared making a slight bit of inroads here on the Williams up ahead, but not enough to really make an impact here on the result in this race. Not enough to be able to close in by the time we get to lap 39 or even before lap 39. So, yep, looks like this is Chandler's race to lose from here on out, I believe. He's just got to put his head down and put some good, clean laps here. He's only got 6 more to go when he hits the line right here. So, very clean laps for Chandler, and he's got a win under his belt. It'll be his first win of the season if he is able to put this thing together. Got his first podium a week ago. First win here tonight. A lot of firsts for this season for Chandler, your defending champion. You're crazy it's taken race 6 for him to possibly get his first win, but either way, he is a very good driver, just hasn't had the best start to the season, especially after missing a race at Australia. So, trying to get his season back on track here tonight, and this is a good way of doing it. New Zealand Ryan, your points leader, hasn't had the best race for his standards here tonight. 3rd place is a great race, a great position for sure, but I mean, for his standards, he wants to be up there in 1st or 2nd, as he's shown. He's won a good couple races here so far this season. He is your points leader. So 3rd is going to be pretty solid for him, though, being a pad runner at Monaco. So good stuff by him, nonetheless, to be running there in the podium position. Not much else to talk about. We've already mentioned Andre Miri's excellent run here in 4th place. Warden in 5th, actually. B-Dunk maybe not having the best race in the world, but Warden, your other one to watch, having a good one here tonight. Starting all the way down in last, I believe he was. Maybe not last, I think it was 10th place, and he's now up into 5th place with only 5 to go when he comes around to hit the line. So very good race for Warden, especially seeing as he pitted 3 times, all 3 times for damage, I believe, including the pit stop he used to put on the intermediate compound tires. He had to make a wing change on that one, so there's never been a moment where he's had a clean race car, and looks like he's got one right now. No in-plate damage at all so far for Warden. Looks like Ham Newton is disconnected. It says ghost car right there. Yes, he has. Not too sure what happened to Ham Newton there, but he's disconnected, and he's now down in last of the runners out on track. So, man, that's really unfortunate for him. He had a good shot at closing in on Mex there and gaining a point to end this race, but no, looks like he's going to have to settle for 0 here. Actually, no, looks like he's back. It's possibly just a disconnection for Ham Newton. Didn't really see it, but yeah, he is back. He's retaking control of his car, so let's see what he can do as this continues. Sparky's still in 12th place. Let's see if there's any other ghost cars other than B-Dunk in front of him. If not, it looks like it's going to be 11th place for Sparky. Nope, does not appear that there are any other ghost cars here. And what is it? It was 6 laps to go, a good minute ago, and coincidentally, that is the number of Ryan Newman, very famous NASCAR driver who was involved in a very frightening wreck in the Daytona 500 a few days ago. Really glad I don't have to say this in a way that he was badly hurt or even killed, but just thinking about him, Ryan Newman, all of us in the racing world respect what these drivers do, and we all know how dangerous this can be. So a good moment here to honor what he has done in the past and possibly in the future if he gets back in the car here very shortly. Very frightening accident he had at the Daytona 500. It's good to mention here tonight. Anyway, we still got 5 to go now. Actually, 4. Oh, man. Hoopalicious just pounded the wall. Pounded the wall and lost a good in-plate there on the right side. Coming out of the swimming pool chicane, did he? And he's just going to hold on to it here. I mean, not much to lose here. He's 8 seconds ahead of Mean Fern, 7 seconds behind Taylor Clan. So, Unfortunate for Hoop that he did that, but not the end of the world by any means. Taylor Clan, actually, that's fun to talk about. He's in 6th place. We were just talking about the number 6. He's in 6th place, so good stuff from Taylor Clan. I mean, what is he? He's only got 2 points here so far this season. He's in position to get 8 here tonight, and he's bringing himself up. Oh, man, he got very wide there in the Lowe's hairpin. Very wide. Slowed it down just enough to not make contact with the tire barriers there at the center of the corner. Very good job of slowing the car down by Taylor Clan. Either way, a good race so far for him. 5th place Warden is getting very close to Andre Miri. We might see an overtake here, actually. We got 3 to go when we hit the line this time around, I believe. Actually, no, looks like Chandler. Yep, Chandler, here it is. 4 to go. No, 3 to go. What am I talking about? 3 to go now in this race. See Warden actually taking a peek there to the right of Andre Miri. Makes contact with him. Makes contact again on exit at the Rascasse corner. Yeah, coming through turn 19. Very good exit for Warden. He's going to be looking to the left of Andre. Andre's going to go defensive to the right. Do we see them side by side? Yes, we do. Side by side. And for 4th place into turn number 1. Holding on the outside is Warden. Excellent driving from Warden, and he is around Andre Miri in the Racing Point. Excellent move for Warden. Around the outside of turn number 1 there. Saint-Davant. Well done. And the Ferrari driver right there. Excellent, excellent job. Very tough to overtake a Monaco, even more so in the rain, and he just got an around the outside move done on Andre. So once again, excellent race for Warden. Honestly, I might have to make him the driver of the day. Excellent, excellent drive for him, and cements it with a really good move right there with 3 laps to go. Other than that, looks like we don't have too much going on, I don't believe. See Alderfer there in 9th place behind Mean Fern. Not too far back, actually, off of Mean Fern, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to catch him here with a couple to go coming around this time by. Cam Newton's still down at 13th. Is he actually still? Nah, it looks like he just quit again, so he's done with it here tonight. It's going to be 13th for him. B-Dunk at 12th. Sparky in 11th. Sparky, man, you better hope that someone crashes. You better hope that someone crashes in these last couple laps now. 2 to go officially as Chandler has crossed the line to start lap 38. Once again, Sparky's still at 0 points here on the season, and he's currently first of the non-points runners at the moment. So if that isn't tantalizing, then I don't know what is. 11th place for Sparky. It looks like Ham is driving it. How do you pick up a 3-second time penalty? So Ham's ghost car just picked up a 3-second time penalty. I've never seen that before. That's pretty funny. Either way, gonna look away from that and kind of just focus on Chandler Seda here with a lap and a half here to go. Not much else going on other than the fact that he is leading this race. Getting a drink of water right there. Haven't had one this whole night. Either way, here he is coming through Tabak now in the swimming pool section. We'll ride on board with Chandler Seda as he approaches the final lap of this race. It has been an excellent drive by him, possibly one of his best drives ever. I mean, like, he's been very good very recently, but this is something that I don't think I've seen from him before to dominate a race in this fashion. But either way, here it is. White flag is in the air for Chandler Seda. 1 lap to go here from Monaco. Starting lap 39 is Chandler's. And up the hill he goes for the final time. Just got to put a very clean lap here together to end the race. He has been taking it very easy for sure here. BRL Jared has been closing in a good couple seconds here over the last few laps, but not something he should be too worried about. That's all Chandler needed to do. He just needed to put a good, solid, clean few laps here to go to end the race. And here he is now coming through the Lowe's hairpin for the final time. That has been your problem corner, calamity corner, in fact, here tonight. A lot of contact through there. Don't expect many more crashes here on the last lap. Hopefully we won't, but here he is through the tunnel for the last time is Chandler Seda. Going to be coming through the Nouvelle Chicane. Oh, he's actually a bit of snap of oversteer there coming out of the tunnel. Corrects it very well. He's coming down to the Nouvelle Chicane for the last time. I don't think Chandler has even picked up a penalty here tonight. It's been that clean of a race for him. We'll see that for sure here in a minute when we come across the line and see the finishing order. Through Tabak and the swimming pool chicane for the last time for Chandler, and he's going to be coming through La Rascasse for the last time is Chandler. Here he is coming through this right-hander. One more right-hander to go, and it is the checkered flag in Monaco for Chandler. Negotiates it quite well out of the final corner. Here he comes to cross the line. Checkered flag in the air for Chandler Seda. He is your winner of the Monaco Grand Prix in Season 4 of the Breakout Racing League Tier 1. Second place is going to belong to BRL Jared. There he is. Second place is BRL Jared. And third place is going to be his teammate of New Zealand, Ryan, who is 45 seconds back from his teammate. This is not what we regularly see from Ryan, but once again, he said it after last time out. This is not the best track in the world for him, but I'd say a podium position is just fine enough. Just fine enough for him here tonight. He's still going to be your points leader coming out of this race, as second place in the points is his teammate of actually, no, it's Dralix, who wasn't here tonight, actually. Can't believe I haven't mentioned that. Dralix is not here, and that's going to take a huge toll on his championship standings after this race. But either way, New Zealand Ryan is he's got a good 83 points and 72 for his teammate, so the 3 that Jared gained on Ryan in this race is not going to be enough to put him past, but they are only 4 points apart coming out of this round 6 here at Monaco. So very good run here for Jared to close in on his teammate, as we now see EGC Sparky. There we go. There it is. He crashed. And what is it? Who's that wrecked? Is that a Renault? Looks like New Zealand Ryan got DNF'd after the race ended, and Sparky crashes in dramatic fashion across the line to end the race. Still 0 points for him. 0 points. Well, either way, there you have it. That has been the Monaco Grand Prix. Chandler Seda has been your winner here tonight. Second place, BRL Jared. Third place, New Zealand Ryan. We got a double Renault finish here on the podium once again. We've seen that numerous times here tonight. But Chandler is the one on top here tonight. We don't see that yellow and black atop the podium. Finally. It's been a while. Either way, he is your winner, Chandler Seda. Congratulations to him. We'll get him in the party here shortly for a post-race interview. We'll just analyze the finishing order here once it pops up. And it'll be coming up here quite shortly. We see a black screen at the moment. And there it is. That is your final finishing order. And yes, I called it. Chandler didn't pick up a single penalty here tonight. So very clean drive for sure for him here tonight. Very clean drive indeed. Only thing you didn't do is set the fastest lap. That belongs to BRL Jared, so it'll be 19 points for Jared here tonight. So correction on what I said before, it'll be a 3-point gap between the championship lead of New Zealand Ryan and second place of Jared. So good job by Jared to get that extra point right there and close it on his teammate even more than he would have by finishing solely in second place. So get a look at that right there. Dead last, I believe, was Caspita, who disconnected very early, I believe, and his ghost car got disqualified for driving the wrong way. But unfortunate for him, that's your running order. You can see it right there. And it is now time for post-race interviews. I'm going to try and get Chandler Seda in here quite shortly. So I'm going to invite right now and see if he joins. Always seems to be the second invite. First one he doesn't join. Let's see if he joins on the second. Getting him in here. Let's see if he joins. Get another swig of water right here. I haven't done too much of that here tonight. See everyone leaving the session very quickly here. No one lingering. Kind of want to just leave Monaco, get it behind them. It was a rough race for a lot of drivers. I don't blame them. We can get Chandler in here already. He still hasn't joined. It's been four invites now. Once again, I will take this time to thank you guys for tuning in here tonight. It was a good crowd, as we saw in the spectator list. Very good crowd indeed who turned out for the stream here tonight. Thank you again. Got a message from Chandler here. Something's going on. What's another invite? I'll get him in here right now. Alright. Let's see if he joins. Possibly some connection issues here for Chandler. Too sure what's going on. Send him another one here. He's saying it won't come on his Xbox. That's interesting. So it looks like he's only getting the invites on the Xbox app. Is that what's going on? Huh. It's very interesting. We'll keep sending him invites nonetheless. Try to get him in here soon. Once again, for those of you who stuck it out the whole race here tonight, once again, apologize for the break, the disconnection in the stream. There's a bit of a connection error there with B-Dunk, the host, and it killed the whole thing and somehow booted me out and killed the stream itself. So, sorry again for that. Chandler's still connecting. It's just not letting him, he is trying to join here, but it's just not letting him fully connect to the party. Not sure what's going on here. So we're going to have to maybe just get our second place runner in here instead. Chandler's joining now. Going to try it out again. It is not letting him connect. I'm thinking maybe he has to start his own party. I'm not too sure what's going on right here. Alright, well, give it another minute here. If he doesn't join, we're just going to move on to our second place finisher of BRL Jared. Still not letting him connect. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can't see this on the stream, I don't think, but he has joined and immediately been disconnected like 8 times. Invite Jared around. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get Jared in here. Sorry we don't have the winner at least yet. We'll try and get him in here after, see if we can sort out the connection issues. But yeah, it'll be time to interview BRL Jared. I'll get him in here very shortly. Shoot him the invite right now. Let's see if he joins. All right, here we go. Couldn't get Chandler in here, but we got Jared in here. Just make sure you got that box checked for me, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you weren't our winner tonight, but you were second place, and I'd say that was a very solid performance here. I mean, Chandler was on another level, and second place seems to be the best you could have gotten. Are you satisfied with that result?
I mean, I wanted to win, but kind of race was gone really in qualifying. Came up behind Boss Cookie's car, and it was still solid, so I assumed it wasn't ghosted, and then I slowed up and lost about 4 tenths. I was on for at least a 0.6, so I improved by about half a tenth. So yeah, there's not much you can do. I tried to stay out, wait for a safety car or something, and hope that would get me into it and have fresher tyres at the end or whatever, but yeah, just didn't work out unfortunately. So I don't know, GG Chandler drove quite well, so yeah, keep going next week I guess.
Yeah. So next question for you is, after that race, your fastest lap as well as the second place finish brings you now 3 points behind your teammate of New Zealand Ryan in the points standings. You're only 3 points now behind him. Going into next week at Canada, do you think you can potentially overtake him in the standings?
I don't know. I mean, Ryan's like the most successful Oceania driver for a reason, so yeah, I'll have a go at it, but yeah, it'll be tough. I'll have a go though.
For sure. And that brings us to our final question. Canada is next week, a very exciting track, very, very exciting track for sure. Is it one that you want to try and just get around all the action and get on with your own race, or think you can run well there?
Potentially. Just need to make sure you get out of DRS and try and keep it clean, so see how we go.
Yep, for sure. Well, thank you for your time here. Congratulations on the second place finish, and hope you had fun here tonight.
Cheers.
All right, so next we're going to be talking to New Zealand Ryan, who has already joined the party. Thank you very much for getting in here that quickly. It was a very solid race. You told me a week ago that Monaco is going to be very tough for you due to the fact you run on the controller, and you finished in third, man. How's it feel?
Yeah, pretty satisfying. That's what I wanted to get, because I knew Chandler and Jared would be too much. And I didn't practice at all, so I will happily take third.
Yeah, well, once again, you're still the championship leader leaving this race. Your races in the past have done well enough to allow Jared's positioning here tonight to not get past you here. Is it just a game of trying to stay as consistently on the podium as you think you can?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's just finish ahead of that other yellow car and that silver car that wasn't here tonight. And that white and blue car.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the two of you, what is it? You and your teammate Jared have been a force right now on Renault. You're leading the constructors standings by a mile right now. How does it feel having such a good teammate?
Yeah, good. It's we're bouncing setup ideas off each other too, so feel like we pushed each other forward a bit.
Good, awesome, good to hear it. So, last question once again. As I asked him, Canada is a very, very, very big track for overtaking and a lot of drama. Think you can run well there, or is it just going to be a game of trying to stay ahead of the drama if possible?
Getting a lap in qualifying will be important because corner cutting is an adventure. Same goes for the
sure.
race, really. Not getting penalties, especially with the added chance of a safety car. Now, yeah, should be good though.
All right. Well, once again, you finished third here tonight. Congratulations on your podium. I believe you finished on the podium in each of the races so far, even China where you had that incident. So, very good stretch of runs here for you, and congratulations again tonight.
Cheers.
Yep. Thank you for your time, man. Now we're going to try and get Chandler Seda in here, if possible. Let's see. Got another message from him. He's saying, maybe I fixed the... we'll try it right now. Chandler Seda, invite him to the party. He's still not joining. Yeah, not too sure what's going on for Chandler here. I'll hold this out as long as I can to try and get him in here, but if it comes long enough, we're just going to have to end the stream early without his interview, unfortunately, I believe. Oh, no, it looks like he is joining now. He's just stuck connecting again. It just won't let him fully connect. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get him in here. Oh, here he is coming back now. Oh, finally, we got you.
Let me try and...
Got that box checked for me?
Let me figure this out. I'm on my phone.
You're on your phone, all right.
Let me...
All right, so do you have the box check to be
I
included
don't know
in the
how
stream,
fucking do
or
it. What the fuck?
you don't know? Does it not let you do it on the phone?
When I would click to join the party on my phone, it would say click to make my audio broadcasted, and when I did it, it just shut down the app.
Oh my god.
Damn, 2 weeks in a row. What the fuck?
Okay, so let me check the stream real quick and see if we can hear you. I don't think we can.
I don't.
No, I don't think we can.
Your account won't pop up on my
No,
Xbox.
I'm appearing online, so I don't know why that's the case.
Oh, wait, here, let me leave this party and let me try and join it on my Xbox. You're up now.
All right, cool. All right, yeah, so he's going to try and rejoin again on the Xbox. If this doesn't work, we'll just end it here tonight. We'll try him out right now, so you can hear the other end of that conversation. Yep, here he is, finally, in the party on the Xbox. How you doing, Chandler?
Here we go.
All right,
box.
just make sure you got that box checked for me, man.
Yep.
You got it. All right, cool. So, last week it was your first podium. This week it's your first win this season. How's it feel to be back on top?
It's about time, I guess. Baku, I thought I had a chance. Spain, I thought I had a chance. But then Monaco, I finally knew I had a real good chance, and as we can see, it worked out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, what is it? We rode on board with you in qualifying there, and it looked like that first lap you made a good couple mistakes, but funnily enough, that lap would have put you on pole anyway. How's it feel to know that you were that ahead of the competition here tonight?
Yeah, it feels good. To like, I don't know, just have the pace and have the like endurance to do 39 laps around here, especially after last night. My mom passed away last night, unfortunately.
Oh,
and
my
so,
Lord.
And so, I guess that didn't really affect me so much during this race. which I guess is good. But quali went well even with that, and then the race just as well. Um, Pulled a good gap with the undercut, and then during the wet period, after I saw the gap I had, I just cruised at 20% to avoid binning it in the wall. But it was a good race.
Yeah, well, last thing we're going to cover here is next week we move to Canada. Number one, are you going to be here? Number two, is that a track where you think you can get it done again?
I think I should be here, and I know I've been good there before. The chicanes are a problem for me though, just with warnings. But I think if I put in some time, I'm sure I could be just up to pace like I was this week.
All right. Well, once again, congratulations on your first victory on the season here tonight. And personally, from myself, my condolences to you and your family. I was not aware of the events that took place. I apologize for that.